A here, and I have a confession to make. I hate white people. Hate everything about them. I hate their skin. I hate how they dress. I hate what they eat. I hate everything about them. No, I'm joking. I love white people. In fact, I like everybody, but I know someone who doesn't like white people. And her name is Yusra Khogali. So, for those who don't live here in Canada or anywhere around Toronto, most of you should probably know about Black Lives Matter that was originally started in the States. Unfortunately, that cancerous group has traveled up north to Toronto, and just recently they had a protest against, I don't know what they're really going against, really, to be honest with you. But one of the things that the leader or the co-founder of Black Lives Matter Toronto, Miss Khogali, was talking about was the fact that she's saying how Justin Trudeau, our incompetent prime minister, is a liar and he's a hypocrite, which are all true. I don't disagree with her on that matter, but the reason why her speech was very controversial was the fact that she called Justin Trudeau a white supremacist and a terrorist, which is pretty ironic given the fact that he's a feminist. He's pretty much an open border leader. Well, I don't like to put leader and Justin Trudeau in the same sentence, but that's technically what he is, I guess. And pretty much an apologist to anything that social justice warrior like to partake in. So, which is kind of ironic coming from her, given the fact that she's called white people subhuman. So pretty much, if you're white, you have white skin, you're pretty much below black people or people of color, just for the color of your skin, which is kind of ironic, which is what you're trying to protest against. You're trying to protest against people judging you based off the color of your skin. So it's kind of ironic. In terms of the terrorist accusation to Justin Trudeau, again, very ironic coming from her, given the fact that she has called on she pretty much put out a tweet a couple months ago saying how she's praying to Allah to give her the strength not to kill / cuss these white folks, which is pretty much kind of a terrorist act in my opinion. So it's been really it's caused a lot of controversy here in Canada. This group has gotten to the point now where it has absolutely no credibility, especially when Ms. Khogali is leading it. She's just crazy overall. So that's pretty much one of the first stories I wanted to talk about. The second and last story I want to talk about actually still goes along the lines of Black Lives Matter. And for those who don't know, last summer, Pride invited Black Lives Matter Toronto into the parade. They were actually leading the parade, Black Lives Matter. And during the parade, they decided to stop in the middle of an intersection, block the entire parade for 30 minutes, and gave out a list of demands. They were not moving until the organizer of the Pride Parade came and signed off on the order, which he did, and eventually the parade went on, and so on and so forth. One of the demands that they made was the fact that they wanted police to not participate in Pride in the Pride Parade anymore. And I just thought, just like a lot of people here in Canada, that the demand was just absolutely stupid. There are a lot of demands that are like, like I can't remember. I think one of them was about more inclusion of black gay youth in certain organizations. I'm not really too sure. I won't really argue against it or for it, but the idea of eliminating police officers completely, police floats in the parade when they've been there for years is just absolutely ridiculous, just because of your imagination running around thinking that police officers are out there trying to kill black people or trying to kill anybody. Like, police officers will literally wake up in the morning and say, I'm going to kill a nigger today. Like, no, that's not how people, normal, rational people think. And it's just absolutely crazy. And the police chief, I can't remember his name, Marcus Saunders. He's actually a black guy as well. For those who want to know, he pretty much came out this Friday, February the 10th, saying that he wants to, or he's gonna pull out the police force. It's on the police force. He's gonna pull out of the Pride Parade this year. My thoughts about it, I just think it's absolutely weak from the leader of a police organization. I don't think you should be getting bullied into doing what a tiny, small group of people are telling you what to do. What about the hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people here in Toronto or here in Canada who don't mind or want you to be in the parade? But all because of a few hundred people or a few thousands of people, you're willing to bend over backwards to please them. And I just think this guy, the chief of the Toronto Police organization, needs to get a backbone, needs to stand up to these people. If you want to talk to them, go right ahead. I think he should talk to them. But the idea of being bullied out of a tradition that the police, Toronto Police, have been participating for years is just absolutely ridiculous. I don't think you should be doing that. Pull them aside, have a conversation with them, even though a lot of the times they're very irrational. But have that conversation with them, but do not pull out of the Pride Parade just because the small group of people are bullying you into doing whatever they want you to do. So guys, that's pretty much all I gotta say about the two issues. Kind of similar. They obviously include the same group, but two separate incidents. But thanks for listening, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe to my channel, and have a good day.